What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There's a lot that needs to be talked about, so let's go. First thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Parkland students. Well, they just had their spring break. I had my spring break by like 2 weeks ago. Texas is different from Florida and everybody else's spring break. And they are returning with a wonderful new gear, clear backpacks. Now, following the shooting that happened on February 14th that left 17 students, faculty dead, Broward County Superintendent Robert Munchie has outlined it, new campus safety measures for the entire district, and also others applying for majority Stoneman Douglas High School. Now, the new policy states that after the tragedy and everything and other measures, students will be provided with a transparent backpack, the only backpack they are allowed to have on campus, and students and faculty also must wear identification badges at all times. Now, many students, some of who have become leaders in a nationwide effort about achieving gun control reform, actually weren't impressed about this. One, laminated that her school is starting to feel like a prison, and others went on social media to make further calls. Excuse me, to make further calls for regulating guns instead of teenage property, and some simply had to laugh of it and at the effort. And students will also be mandated, like I said, to wear an identification badge in school, according to a letter sent to the families last month by Superintendent Robert. And Florida Governor Rick Scott, he is also adding law enforcement officers to the school, and the district is exploring options for conciliating points of entry for students and staff to include utilizing metal detector wands and potential installment permanent metal detectors. Now, during the spring break of in Florida, I do lifts and everything on the way. And on one of my lifts, I actually talked to a gentleman who actually went to the school, and he gave me his opinion about this. And he thought the same thing, that this is stupid, this is ridiculous, and everything on the way. And looking at all these photos of the kids they posted on about the backpacks and everything, I gotta say it is really ridiculous and it's scary, at the same time. But it is kind of funny at some what they put on there. But that's just thinking about all this. Why clear backpacks? Why not just put like metal detectors or something? Just to get that out the way and not force the kids to have to wear these backpacks. When they get older and they have kids, they go and the kids ask them, Mom, Dad, how was your school experience? They say, well, I have this clear backpack, and you want this? This is yours. You're gonna be wearing this for the rest of your life. And it's ridiculous, it's kind of sad to even hear about this. But I don't know, what I don't know. Actually, I do know. I think this is really idiotic, and they should not have to have clear backpacks, point blank. The thing I want to talk to you guys about is college. When you transition from high school to college, it can be scary. You don't know what the hell you're going to do, what college you want to go to, what major you want to do, what kind of friends you're going to meet, the roommates you're going to have, that kind of thing. And scholarships is a major thing. Some students have to get, or they need, to help them out with their education. Well, there are videos going around of students who, they look at their acceptance letter via online, they get it recorded, and if they get, when they get accepted, it's just a big, huge party and everything along the way. This young man, his name is Michael Brown, 17-year-old senior in Houston, had his video, it was just amazing. He was accepted into not one, not two, but 20 top schools, all that he applied to, and all of them he received full ride scholarships. So just take a look at this video, and it's just really amazing.
Y'all, I'm gonna press you update.
Now, Michael, his list includes Stanford, Harvard, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, Northwestern, Georgetown, and the University of Michigan. So many schools. And yet he has not chosen school yet. But he'll bring at least $260,000 in scholarships from various sources outside and everything along the way. And it's simply amazing to hear about this. Now Michael's credentials include a 4.68 grade point average, an ACT score of 34 out of 36, an SAT score of 1540 out of 16, and outside activities like school debate, like Key Club, and various internships. Now, although he got into like this, he went and did all his applications in December. The news went online and everything was posted on YouTube and so much more, and it was just amazing. And his inspiration was his mom. He said when he was in elementary school, he saw his mom graduate from community college, and that just meant a lot to him. And he has until May 1st to decide what school he wants to go to. That his mom told New York Times that she hopes he picks Stanford because it's his top choice since he was young. And however, it is also a good choice too, and it's a really fun thing to go to. I've actually been to Harvard. I've had friends who graduate from Harvard, and it's a wonderful place to go. It's a wonderful college. I've not gone to Stanford. You choose what college you want to go to. You go get those campus tours. You see which school feels. What school says this is the school I want to go to. You understand what I mean? We're talking about YouTube. So YouTube, recently there was a shooter at the YouTube's headquarters in California. Police have confirmed Nasim Agdam has opened fire at YouTube's California headquarters because she was upset with the company's policies and practices. So basically, not too long ago, YouTube was changing their rules about monetization and a few other things as well. And it's for me being a YouTuber, it's kind of messed up in some way because I don't have a lot of followers. But it is kind of messed up to even have to hear about this. But I wouldn't do what she did. Agdam, she 39. She went to the headquarters and she injured 3 people inside of a courtyard area and the YouTube San Bruno campus before dying of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, the victims include 36-year-old man who was in critical condition, a 32-year-old woman who was in serious condition, and a 27-year-old woman who was in fair condition. And the San Bruno police chief, Ed Barberini, said that at this point of the investigation, it is to believe that the suspect was upset with the policies and practices of YouTube. Basically, point blank, like I said. And there is no evidence linking Ogden to any of the individuals at the shooting. Now, Ogden, she actually visited a local gun range before the shooting, the morning before the shooting, and she went and purchased a Smith & Wesson 9mm semi-automatic handgun that she used in the shooting. And she parked her car. This is what happened. She parked her car in the back of a neighborhood business and accused the YouTube campus via a parking garage where pedestrian doors led to open areas of the campus, police said, and she remained in the open courtyard where she opened fire. Police are not unaware if she was engaged in confrontation with anyone at the scene, but authorities have secured her car and everything that belongs to her, and they've done a search warrant in her Southern California home that is believed to be Agdam's. Now, Agdam, she was a YouTuber. She had her own channel, and she was talking about animal rights and vegetarianism. Like, she was a vegetarian and everything along the way. And she had alleged that YouTube had discriminated and filtered her videos in many ways. And another weird thing was that her family reported her missing to San Diego Sheriff's Department on April 2nd. She appeared to have been missing since March 31st, and Agdam's father, Ismail, said that she's been missing for a few days and was located by police in Mountain View, California, early Tuesday morning. He told the Mercury News that he informed authorities that his daughter might be going to YouTube because she hated the company. And while she was at here, acting, while she was at the courtyard and shooting her along the way, she kept yelling, "Come and get me," or "Come, come at me," that kind of thing. And if you look at her website, it shows that she wrote, "There is no equal growth opportunity on YouTube or any other video sharing site. Your channel will grow if they want to." And hearing about this, it's really, really scary as fuck. I wouldn't go to that kind of extremes or doing that kind of stuff. I mean, I do videos about like information, news information, that kind of thing. I also do my my basic vlogs, about my daily life and everything, which I haven't done lately. But I don't want to be going out doing these kind of things. I want to be somebody that's on like Philip DeFranco or Was Good or Daystorm, not Logan Paul or his brother, that kind of thing. But I want to go out there, make my YouTube really fun, enjoyable for people to come watch it and love it. Lastly, today is the 50th anniversary of the MLK assassination. In the last years, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was he was crippling on many issues: workers' rights, a sprawling protest movement, persistent segregation, and poverty. And we have inherited all of that. On April 4th, 1968, Dr. King was assassinated by a fugitive by the name of James Earl Ray, and that an advocate of peace met a violent and shook the country and spurred a rethink on gun laws. A lot has changed since that day. Racism, we think it's over. No, it's still going on. Gun laws, like I said earlier in the video, we actually dealt with this, like with Parkland and everything else along the way. So much has gone through in many ways. Dr. King's son has done so much for the nation. His granddaughter, she was, if you guys knew, she was actually at the March for Our Lives, and she had a dream as well to end gun violence. And that was wonderful to hear about her, and wonderful to watch her speech about her grandfather and everything else along the way. I look up to him almost every day. Now, actually, I look up to him every day because he had a dream. I have a dream to make a difference in life. That people won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by the impact they made on life in so many ways. And I love that. So if MLK was still alive today, I would love to meet him. I would give him a hug, say thank you for everything he's done for us. And with that being said, I want you guys to tell me what is on your mind about the Parkland backpacks, about like Michael Brown, or any other high school kids getting accepted into college and their reactions to it. YouTube shooter, MLK. What is on your mind, people? Let me know, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm after free, guys. Okay, no matter what, I'm always out there trying to find new information for you guys to know about that. All right. I love you guys. Peace out.